Got it. We miss our baby boy, and if he's watching, you know, mommy and daddy loves you, and we want to help her find her son.
So bad.
Wednesday, May 5, 2021, 0701 and 57 seconds.
I submitted Archambault 17420.
Hi, I need to report an Amber Alert.
Okay, who's missing that you know?
My son,
How old's your son?
he'll be 3 in October.
Where did you last see him?
My apartment, somebody came knocking on the door. My boyfriend thought it was related to us, and she ran out the door with my baby.
Okay, what address did this happen at?
It's the Emerald Suite, Building J, off the Convention Center, Paradise Basin Plain. I'm in Colorado visiting my mom right now, so I'm not in Vegas.
Did somebody already call this in?
Flight. No, I'm the first person.
Okay, also you said Paradise Convention Center. Let me see. Give me a moment. Why didn't anybody call this in earlier?
I just found out about it. It just happened.
Oh, no, why didn't they call police?
They called me, and I panicked and called you guys.
So I know they're Building J. Do you know what unit or apartment number they're at?
It's on the inside building. We just moved right before I had left town, so I don't know what the apartment number is, but it's Building J on the courtyard side, and it's the 3rd floor corner building all the way to the top left.
Okay. And then, so do we know who might have taken the child, or no idea?
At this point, I don't know because nobody knows where we live. But he claims that she said that she was my baby daddy's sister, but I don't talk to any of his family, and he's not on the birth certificate. He has no rights to my son.
So he gave this girl
the
the child, and then they left. Is that right?
He was packing my son's clothes, and she ran out the door with him.
Okay. Let me see. Give me one moment. So this would be your ex-boyfriend's sister, technically, right?
I'm sorry, what?
This is your ex-boyfriend's sister, correct?
Yeah.
Do we know how long ago we last saw the kid?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Do we know which way they went?
No.
Okay. Do we know if they left on foot or in a vehicle?
Wearing a gray Adidas sweater with sweatpants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, do we know if they left on foot or in a car?
In a car.
What color, make, and model car were they driving?
He wasn't able to see it.
Okay, that's
He was still in the apartment when she ran out.
Okay. I already have a call set up, so I just need some more info. I want to clarify, there is no child custody paperwork involved, right? Or do you have full custody?
I have full custody.
Okay.
My baby daddy was abusive to me when I was pregnant, and he went to prison for 2 years for beating on me when I was pregnant. And so he has no right to know nothing shouldn't be in contact.
Okay, understood. And what's the child's or the ex-boyfriend's sister's name?
I'm assuming it would be. I'm not sure. He only has 2 sisters, so it'd either be.
Okay.
But it is her.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put you in Colorado, but you're working your way back here. If you get any further, please give us a call back right away. Otherwise, you're all set, okay?
Okay, my plane leaves at 1:30, and so I should be there around 2:30.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Hello.
Hey, it's Metro Police on a recorded line. Is this Terrell?
Yes.
Hey, sir. I just spoke with Taylor on the phone, and she advised that her ex-boyfriend's sister may have taken her child.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get some basic information really quick. When did you last see the child?
Approximately like 50 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago?
50.
Oh, 50? Oh, okay. And then did you see which way they went when they took off?
No, I didn't. I didn't even look out the door.
Okay.
I ain't had no idea he was even coming over here.
Oh, okay, that's what Taylor said. And then do you know what color, make, and model car they might have left in, or no idea?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is she had on a gray Adidas sweatsuit.
Okay. Let me get her...
Sweatshirt and pants to match.
Okay, I'm going to get her description. Did she give you her name?
Excuse me?
Did she give you what her name was?
No, but her name is, my girlfriend gave it to me.
Okay, because she said it's one of two possible sisters. Let me get her description. Was she white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
She was black.
And then how old did she look?
Like in her 20s.
How tall was she?
Medium build, like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, and what color hair did she have?
Black.
What color?
Black, the little individual little braids.
Black braids, okay. And then, did she appear drunk or high at all?
No, ma'am.
Any weapons on her?
No, ma'am, not that I know of.
Okay, and then Amari, what color clothes was he last seen wearing?
He had his pajamas on still, baby blue pajamas.
Okay.
And a sweater, a gray sweater.
Okay.
That I grabbed because I was going to start packing his stuff up, and then she just said, "Oh well, we already got everything we need for him, so you don't need to pack anything."
Okay.
So I just gave him his sweater.
And then, sir, what apartment number are you guys in?
I'm in 3107, ma'am.
So it's the Emerald Suite, 3107, Building J.
Yeah.
John, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be out there as soon as we can. Any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID for anybody involved?
Oh, you said any exposure?
Yeah, any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID?
No COVID, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. We'll be out there soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Message to the public is, we miss our baby boy, and if he's watching, mommy and daddy loves you, and we hope you get home soon and safely. To the public, just, share our posts on Facebook, share the news reports, and try to get the word out and his picture around, and keep on a lookout to be able to find, where he is, and to be able to bring him home back safe and sound. My mom got attacked by a dog, and it chewed her tendon in her ankle, so she had to have 2 hours of surgery and over 60 stitches, so she was crippled, not able to walk. So I left on Friday to go to help take care of her, and I had only been gone 4 days before I woke up to a phone call saying my son was gone. And when I found that out, I hopped in the car and drove 2.5 hours to get to the airport, since it's a small little country city, and hopped on the next plane and landed in Vegas around 2:30, and then that's when the search was able to happen. I had called police at 7 in the morning to be able to report him as a missing child, and the responders came out, and one called and spoke to me over the phone, the other talked to my boyfriend about the situation of what happened, and they had a misunderstanding and canceled the search, and so my son was missing for 8 hours with nobody looking for him. And then when I came in town and they were finally able to speak to me is when they finally were able to report him as missing. And they've searched everything and trying to do what they can. We just wish it was, a little bit more.
From my knowledge, I was already notified that somebody would be coming over, but I didn't think when, I didn't know when, I didn't expect when, and then when somebody did come, they notified themselves as my girlfriend, baby daddy's sister, and they said they was here to pick up Amari, and notified me that it was already prearranged. So, from my understanding, from already being told by my girlfriend that somebody would be over, I wasn't told who, I wasn't told when, but I still had that in the back of my mind. So when that person knocked on the door, that's what my mind recommended right back to. So that's who I thought was there to pick up Amari. And as I'm finna call my girlfriend and pack his bag at the same time, she says that they already got everything that they need for him, and I don't need to pack anything. he'd be fine. And she recollected and she proceeded out the door. And as I'm on the phone trying to call my girlfriend, my last look of her was just walking down the stairs. So I closed the door and I started calling my girlfriend over and over until she answered the phone and asked her, was anybody supposed to come that day to pick up Amari? And she said no. I said the lady just came to the door, says that she's her baby daddy's sister, and they just picked up Amari. And she started freaking out. That's when I ran out the door and immediately start combing the area, looking around, see what I can. And I ain't see nothing. Bring our son back wherever you at. Bring him back like immediately.
It's disgusting. I mean, he's a helpless 2-year-old. He's tiny and can't fight back. He doesn't know where he's at, doesn't know where mommy and daddy are, because we're the only 2 people that he knows. And he needs medicine. He's scared. He doesn't know who these people are. And we just asked to bring him back safe and sound because he doesn't deserve this. This is not okay.
And what's really sickening is that people is making assumptions, thinking that I have something to do with it, that I have her manipulated in some way, which that's sickening to me also, because he loves us. I mean, we ain't never do nothing like that to him. Apparently not now.
So we're just waiting, hoping something pops into the air, someone slips up, and he's able to return home.
Right now.
So we're gonna try to plan out a search party for him. See how that works. How we're gonna do the best we can and do whatever we can to find them.
We're gonna create the search party on Facebook, and a Facebook event that's gonna be public, and we try to advise anyone who's free and not doing anything to come out and try to help us find him. Comb through the city, see if he's anywhere in sight. We have a few ideas of where he could be, and the police are just saying that it's an ongoing investigation, so they're not able to share much, and we can't, share all the details either because it's still ongoing, and we're don't want to interrupt the process of trying to find him, and so we're just waiting and trying to figure this out on our own as well.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Taylor Nicholson, TaylerNicolson.
Okay, and you, sir?
Terrell, TerrellRhodes.
How's his last name?
Rhodes.
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 Okay. Do you guys both live in Las Vegas? Then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess just tell me your thoughts. I mean, this is 2 days now without your son. What's going through your mind?
We're devastated and hoping for the best of his safe return, and just saying our prayers and hoping that God's looking out for him and that he's not in any type of distress or danger. We just want our baby back as soon as possible in the best condition possible.
And it's grown to the amount that the father's saying that his sister didn't come get him. And if that's really the case, then where's my son?
I mean, it seems to be, I mean, there's different stories floating around out there. I mean, can you just explain to me what you think happened? Or
he had got a knock on the door at 6 a.m. from a lady representing herself as Giorgio's sister. And then situation process, he's trying to call me to figure out what's going on. And I'm asleep in Colorado and I wasn't able to answer in time. So as he's packing a bag, she grabs the baby and runs out the apartment. And by the time he's able to try to go find where she went, she was nowhere to be seen.
So you think this was the father's sister?
Yes.
To my knowledge, yes.
And what is her name? Okay, and his sister. And why would she come there?
I'm not sure. They knew the area where we lived, but they never knew the apartment, so they stalked us until they were able to find where the baby was. And
why would she take him?
Because the dad wanted to be in the child's life.
He didn't want to see him getting raised by me. and her. He wanted to be in his child's life with the rest of his kids. Apparently, he has a house. He has a stable foundation with 4 other more children, and the only missing piece was Amari.
I've always tried to be the cordial parent, as never not allowed him to see him or contact him. I just always told him, as long as you put in the effort to be in the child's life and show that you're trying to be the father, then, that's fine. But he wasn't doing that. He wouldn't reach out, wouldn't call. It would always just be a message, and once in a blue moon. It was never consistent, never like he really wanted to do that. And then we had an argument on Monday, and then he did this on Wednesday.
So, you're saying that she came and took him. Has anybody talked to her at this point?
Police talked to her. We've called. They're denying everything. They've been searched, and he's nowhere to be found. So we're just waiting till he shows up somewhere.
So she's saying that I didn't take him.
Yes.
Right. So who do you know who went there with him in the first place then?
What do you mean?
With that hotel, who took Amari to the hotel? Was he?
What hotel?
Weren't they staying at the Emerald Suites?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we live.
That's where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
we live at the Emerald Suites, and nobody knew which apartment or whatever, so they stood outside watching to see where we were. And then that's when they realized, they finally saw Amari and saw him with him, and then that's when they came knocking on the door.
So who was at the Emerald Suites that day then?
He was left with Terrell.
With you, okay. Okay, that's what I thought. And so can you just explain what were you guys doing prior to, or what were you doing in the morning?
Before that occurred, we had just woke up. I had just fed him breakfast, and I was in the room on my phone at this time, laying down. He's in there playing with his toys, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, and it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Did you know her? Did you know her?
I never seen any sides of her baby daddy's family, so I never recognized her.
So then what happened?
So then I go to proceed to, okay, I'm gonna pack him a bag up, pack some of his belongings up, and when that happens, I turn around to call her to tell her if this is this true, was this really prearranged? And as I'm doing that, she says she don't need anything from my stepson. They got everything they need for him, and basically just took off.
So you did she take him then at that point?
Yeah, after that, she basically says she got everything that she needs for him, and just left.
Now, but you didn't know her though, correct? You never seen her?
No.
So did you not know this person you were letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
Who said somebody was going to come by?
That's what I was notified from my girlfriend prior to those days leading up.
So did you tell him that somebody was going to come by and get him?
I never said anybody was coming to get anybody. But I did say somebody would be by. So with that being planted in his head,
that's what I took that as.
Took it as she was there for Amari.
So who do you think actually came to the door and took him away then? Do we even know?
We know, and police are investigating everything and doing the best of what they can to try to reach out to everyone and try to find him wherever he is.
And I'm sorry, just so I'm clear then, who do you think came to the door that day and took him away?
His sister.
His sister, okay. So do you think indeed that was the sister who came that day?
Yes.
To take the, okay. And what did she say to you? I mean, did you talk to her?
The only words that we had were that she was there to pick up my stepson, and that she already had talked to my girlfriend about it. So when I turned around to go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together, she already said that she didn't need anything. They had everything for him, and That was it. She was.
You didn't even give him all these things and stuff. Then.
She didn't take anything.
She didn't take anything from you guys. Okay. So now, did you okay the sister to come and get him?
No. But his family never knew where we lived. They knew the area, but not the apartment number. And I never spoke to anyone giving the okay for anyone to come and take him or have him or anything. They just showed up uninvited.
Okay. So you never told him that she was coming?
No.
But did you tell him somebody was coming?
Yes.
Did you tell him who was coming?
No.
No.
No. So did you know exactly who was coming? You didn't know. Okay.
When she arrived, that's first thought I had in my head was, so this was someone, I guess, that was coming.
I'm sorry, just so I'm clear, I'm sorry I keep asking redundant questions, but so are you saying that the sister never had permission to come and get him?
Correct.
She just came and took him?
Yes.
And have you talked to her lately? I think you just told me that.
No, I haven't spoken to him or to his family in a year and a half. That was the first time that Giorgio went to prison 3 years ago for abusing me while I was pregnant. And he got released last year around August, and he visited him 2 days while he was in town. And that was the only time Giorgio's ever met and seen Amari. So his family, that was the first time they had seen him, was the one day of the visit. They haven't been to contact me, they haven't showed any emotion towards this. They haven't contacted me to get the story. They haven't contacted me to see where he is. They're not telling me anything. And then he sends a video into the newscasting and he's smiling in the video. He's not showing any type of emotion, like as if he's really a concerned parent. It's like he just wants the publicity from it.
So my understanding is he hasn't seen Amari Miles.
No.
Correct.
What we were told.
I've been present.
You've been here, okay. So if he really hasn't been around, why do you think now all of a sudden he wanted to be around Amari?
We've always had, like I said earlier, I've always tried to be the cordial person, try to co-parent and whatnot. If he reaches out to me, I respond back. He's asked to see him a few times, but we haven't been able to make that arrangement work out yet. So he has asked to see him before. He has asked for him to come out there. He asked to have him for Christmas, and we had already booked plans before he had asked, so we weren't able to make that happen. So he has tried to, but like I said, he doesn't put in any effort into trying to, be a father in his life. So I'm not going to send my son to a complete stranger when, I've been through that, and I'm trying to give my son the best life that he can and not have to go through the things that I did in my childhood. So I'm telling him, be more involved, FaceTime more so he can recognize you, so he can get an idea of who you are. And he never wants to do that. He expects everyone to do what he says on his time.
Let me back up just for a second. So when they came over, you said you called her, right? And did you even talk to him right away?
No, I was still asleep. So my phone, I didn't hear the first few calls until it was already too late.
And when was it? How long was it when she came and took Amari till you actually finally talked to her?
This wasn't that long. Probably like a minute, 2 minutes. So I called repeatedly until she answered the phone.
And then what did you do after she left with him?
I went running around the complex, just trying to search for any type of whereabouts or if I see anything.
So when you finally did get a hold of her, what did you tell her?
I asked her, was anybody supposed to come get him? Was that who she was talking about when she said someone's going to be by? And she said no.
I was in panic mode, and I told him no.
Okay, so now you're thinking, okay, I was not supposed to probably do that, or whatever the case. And then so you started running around, looking around. Can you tell me more about that?
There's nothing. I was running around, found nothing, seen nothing. They were already gone.
He never handed the baby off to anybody. She took him.
So there was no reason to look. Now, when did you call police?
Right after.
And what did they tell you?
They came out and it was a misunderstanding, said it was a civil matter, and stopped the pursuit of a missing child until I arrived into town at 3. And, well, plane landed at 2:30, so I made it home around 3. And that's when they started the actual investigation.
So when did you leave to go to Colorado?
I left on Friday,
About what time?
about 4.
4. Did you fly or drive?
I flew.
And what time did the plane leave?
Like around 3:50.
3:50. And what airline was it?
Frontier.
Frontier. Okay. And tell me again why you were in Colorado.
My mom got attacked by a dog, and the dog ate her ligaments, chewed her foot up, and she needed surgery she was in surgery for 2 hours and got over 60 stitches in her foot. And so she's crippled on a scooter, can't walk, can't do anything. So I went out there to help take care of her.
And so you got there Friday, correct?
Correct.
At what time did you get in? I'm sorry.
I got in around like 5 or 6.
5 or 6, okay. And then you stayed there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday's when I came back out here when I heard what
And
happened.
what time did the plane leave on Wednesday and get back?
It left at 1:30 and it got here at 2:30.
2:30? Was it Frontier?
Yes.
Again? Okay. And I mean, what were you doing all this time after he told you this? And were you just freaking out? Or what
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just my baby's gone. And I'm hundreds of miles away and I can't go out and look for him. So I'm rushing, driving to the airport. My mom lives in the country, so it's a 2.5-hour drive to the airport. So I'm speeding through all these little hick towns trying to hurry up to get to the airport because my baby's missing and I need to hurry up and get home.
Yeah. And what would you say to Amari? He's out there watching and the TV, or the sister is watching, or whoever's. What would you say to him?
If anybody got him, bring him back. If anybody know anything, let us know.
Mommy and Daddy loves him, and we hope that he's okay and playing happy, and we're gonna bring you home soon.
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, it must be not have the little boy. I mean, anybody who has a child would just be going, "What the heck?"
It's sickening. He's a little mini human. He's 2. He's defenseless and has no say so. He can't defend himself. He can't, say I'm done here and I'm coming home. He can't walk. He doesn't know anything. And to do this to a child is disgusting when in reality, all you needed was communication.
And I know that a lot of people, there's a lot of things being said. There's probably some rumors floating around. There's all probably kinds of crazy talk happening. People might start pointing the finger at your boyfriend or maybe you. I mean, what would you say if that starts to happen? What would you respond to that?
It's inaccurate. It's a bunch of strangers just reading comments and not understanding the situation, not understanding the background, and just trying to put their 2 cents into it when it's all inaccurate. All this negative, hateful energy of pointing fingers at me and him can be put into trying to find our baby and bring him home instead of causing more drama. I mean, we're hurting enough. We're all distraught over this. We're a complete mess, breaking down. And reading all these things and seeing all these hateful things is not helping the situation at all. If we knew where our son was, we would bring him home.
Is there anybody in the family pointing the finger at you at this point? Have you heard anybody talking bad about you?
His side of the family, of course. We've never had the best relationship, even when me and baby daddy was together. His family didn't like me because I was white and didn't approve of our relationship. And so it's always been bad blood in the family, especially after he went to prison. They blame me for it when really it was his actions. He was the abuser, not me. His own actions put him there.
And last thing, and I'm sorry I'm going to ask you this again, but can you say who you think was going to come and get him? You told your boyfriend that somebody was going to come and get him.
I never said anyone was going to come and get him. It was, like I said, it was a misunderstanding. The only person that I would have sent over there would be my grandmother.
So you didn't tell him, hey, someone's coming.
I said somebody would be pulling up and I'll let you know when, but I never said for what or anything. It was a misunderstanding. We had our little disagreement, and I'm poking the bear, he's poking the bear back, and so I, let out the comment, and coincidentally it matches the situation that we're in.
Because that's going to be confusing to people. People are going to hear that. Well, I told you to kind of that somebody might be coming, but I'm not really.
Yeah, it was. We just had a disagreement. He was distraught that I was gone, and he wanted me to come back home and be with my family. And I had told him that I needed to take care of my mom for the moment, and so he was just upset about it and was emotional over it. And
are you talking your boyfriend or
yes,
your dad?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah, my boyfriend was emotional that I wasn't in Vegas anymore, that I was in Colorado, that he was upset that I had left them.
Okay. And so, did you say that meaning, somebody's going to come get him because I'm mad at you and I'm just going to take him?
No.
I mean, just. Okay.
Just, if he needed help, or if, to come get some more of my stuff, or I never intended for anyone to come and get Amari.
Okay. And can you just kind of clarify that? I mean, again, I know that people are going to hear that and say, wow, she's saying this and saying that. I mean, so you didn't tell, I mean, what exactly did you tell him? Who was going to come or who wasn't?
When me and Terrell had our disagreement of me being gone, I had texted back and said that somebody will be by and I'll let you know when. But I never clarified for what, for who, for anything. And I never even contacted anybody to come get him or, nothing. And so when she did show up, he had that in the back of his head, so he thought that's what I meant when I never gave permission to anybody to come and take him.
And why did you say that? Because you were upset?
We were both upset, and, just he pokes the bear, I poke the bear back.
And you're talking about your boyfriend?
Yes.
And
I mean, this whole story, it sounds confusing, it sounds like we're lying, it sounds like, it's a whole... It's just a big confusion, and the circumstances of everything else, it makes it look that way too. But Terrell loves Amari like he's his own. He's been the one who's been taking care of Amari. Amari loves Terrell just as much as he does. If you ask Terrell, he'll sit here and tell you that Amari has his DNA. That's how far he really feels that that's his son. And at this point, you can't sit here and say anything negative for a man to be taking care of another man's baby. He's sitting here doing the job himself when Giorgio could have been doing that, but he chose not to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the intent of that comment was you were upset, and you were trying to kind of hurt him at the point. You said, I poked the bear, he poked the bear. Basically.
You're in a relationship, you know everything about the person. You've been around them so long, you know their flaws, they're what makes them happy, what doesn't. So we're sitting here arguing, and we take it a little too far sometimes.
But people are going to say, well, my gosh, why did he give the child to somebody he really didn't even know?
He never handed the baby off to anybody. She was standing in the door frame. It's a weekly, so it's all open floor plan and whatnot. So he had turned his back to go pack the bag and call me. And at that point, when he was calling me, I was asleep, so I couldn't hurry up and answer. So she grabbed Amari because he's running around playing with his toys. She grabbed him and said she didn't need anything and rushed out the house. So by the time that I had answered, he ran downstairs and she wasn't in the parking lot. She wasn't on the property. They were already gone.
Oh, so what floor were you on?
We're on the third floor.
You're on the third floor. Okay, so were both of them up on the third floor?
Correct.
Amari and your boyfriend were both up there? And when did she take him? When he was upstairs, or was he somewhere else?
Upstairs. They were in the apartment the whole time. She stood in the door frame when she took him.
Okay, and then when did he see her take him?
Yes.
And then he didn't say anything because he thought somebody was coming.
Correct.
And then they just left.
He was just trying to call me and understand what was going on because he was clueless as well.
Yeah.
So by the time that I had answered the 2 minutes later, it was too late.
Okay. And did you see what kind of car she was driving or anything like that?
Nope.
Do you think that he shouldn't have given him to her?
He never gave her.
So she just took him.
She took
He
him.
didn't physically say,
No.
here you go.
No, he wasn't even able to give her any of his belongings. She took him and left.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else that you want to say? What else did I miss, or what do you think is important for people to know?
I don't know. I mean, Giorgio's sitting over here posting pictures of him and Amari together when those pictures was the one and only time that he ever met him. And that was a whole year and a half ago. And now they're posting up a bail, or not a bail, they're posting a reward and sitting here denying that they have Amari, sitting here pointing fingers at us when, you know, if Terrell didn't even know that he had any siblings or knew any about his family background, why would he make up saying that his sister took him when he didn't even know that he had a sister? And Terrell didn't give the baby to nobody. Somebody came and took him. He, like I said, he loves Amari like he's his, and he's a complete mess over this. I'm a complete mess over this. We just want to bring our baby home. And so, you know, we're asking for the public to just share the post on Facebook, share the news things, and let the word be out so everyone can be on the lookout for where Amari is, and if they see Amari, and to hurry up and bring him home because his family misses him.
Have you talked to police lately? I mean, what are they telling you? What are you telling them at this point?
I mean, I'm giving the police everything of our knowledge of what's going on, our knowledge of where he could be at, and they're writing everything down, looking into everything, and they're doing the best that they can, and we're just trying to help influence them into looking into the right direction.
Okay. And do you think they're doing enough at this point?
I feel like they could be doing a lot more. I mean, he was missing for 8 hours and nobody was looking for him because of a misunderstanding over the phone when they could have just made another phone call and verified.
So do you think they should have looked more right away and started
Yes.
the search of it there right when you called?
Yes.
Okay. And anything else you want to say to people, or any other thoughts that you have?
I just want him back. I just want him back where he need to be, back with us. Like people is making this a finger pointing game, and this is not a finger pointing game. My son is really missing, and that's how the family's saying that they don't know where he is or what's going on. So it's it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hey guys, well, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm gonna just jump. I have
I
nothing to
find
do with that.
it disgusting because Amari doesn't know anybody. You know, he's distraught. He's in a house full of people that he doesn't know who they are, and he doesn't know where his mommy and daddy are. And for this man to have Amari in hiding and not sitting here letting us know anything, like, at least let me know my baby's okay. You know,
At least.
like, but we're not even getting that. You're not telling me that he's safe. You're not telling me that he's not harmed. You're not telling me that he's okay. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he needs medicine, and he's not able to get that.
What does he take medicine for?
He has asthma.
Oh, okay. Did you have the asthma?
Yes, and he has a
And they didn't
broke
take it?
out, and he has a rash on his neck, and got medicine for his rash. He needs that.
He tried packing everything.
Okay. And they didn't even take it. And when she grabbed him, you didn't say anything? You say, hey, wait, or here's the bag, or wait, don't take him, or anything like that? What?
She basically just did that before I can say or do anything. I was already a step in the room, ready to on the phone with her and trying to pack a bag at the same time.
Yeah, but again, your understanding was somebody was coming to get him, so they just took him and that was it.
Do you feel confident that Amari's not with anyone on the paternal side of the family? You know everyone in your family, right? And if the person said that they were on the paternal side, is there any possibility that someone on your side of the family has him, or you've ruled that out?
There's no possibility that anyone on our side of the family has him. And that's why we're out here to try to figure out who does have him. Someone has to have seen something.
Have you been in contact with the mother's side of the family? Are they helping? And I know yesterday you said they, not pointing fingers or any of that, but what's their involvement? And are they trying to help too?
We have not been in contact with the mother's side of the family. We are open to working with her. We want her to know that we want to help her find Amari. Like I mentioned before, we're moms. I can't imagine what it's like to not have your son at home for 6 days in a row and have no idea where he is. So we want to help her find her son.
What is your reaction to knowing that she's not out here with you guys trying to help?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I don't want to speculate because I don't want her to feel like we're against her. But we're here to help her. We want to help her find her son.
Have you guys talked to anybody at Emerald?
Out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. You got his hand?
No, drop the gun!
Drop the gun! Terrell, drop the gun! You're making things worse! Alright, Joe, drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Drop the gun!
I got his right hand, I got his right hand! Where's the point? Drop the gun! You got it? Got it.
Patrol here!
Give me the gun.
Got it.
Stay there! Stop resisting there, alright?
Stop resisting!
Grab the cop's gun, will you relax?
Get patrol here!
Good evening. My name is Richard Myers, M-E-Y-E-R-S, and I'm a lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Are you all ready? Okay. As you know, this case started out as a missing persons investigation. And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you today that it is now a homicide. On May 5th, 2-year-old Amari Nicholson was reported missing from the Emerald Suites on Paradise and Twain. During the course of the investigation, it became clear that the circumstances were suspicious. We brought all of the resources of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to this investigation, including the homicide section. As the investigation progressed, it became very clear to us that Terrell Rhodes was our primary suspect. I'm here to tell you today that Terrell Rhodes has been booked for the murder of Amari Nicholson. There will be additional charges, however. While the arrest was taking place, Terrell Rhodes chose to fight with police officers, and during the course of that fight was briefly able to retrieve an officer's firearm. That incident was quickly de-escalated, and Rhodes was transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked accordingly. I know you have questions. This is an active and ongoing investigation. We are still asking the public that if you have any information regarding Amari Nicholson's murder, to please contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. Thank you and have a good evening.
The judge sentenced him to 20 years to life in prison.